I'm Kacie.
Hi, Kacie.
Thanks for coming in to meet with me today.
Thank you for
I understand that your husband wanted you to come in to talk about
he
some things
did.
that have happened in the past year.
Yeah, he did. He thought it would be helpful and that I needed somebody to talk to, so I agree.
Well, before we get started, I want to let you know that everything we talk about in here is confidential. So even if your husband were to call me and ask, he's not privileged to any of that information.
Okay.
But I do have to let you know that I'm mandated to report if you disclose to me that you're going to harm yourself or someone else.
Okay. Fair enough.
And if you don't mind, I'd like to scribble down a couple of notes while we're talking, just as a reminder to myself of questions I want to ask you.
Sure.
So why don't you tell me what started your husband's concerns for you?
I guess it started about a year ago. I lost my job. I worked for a big construction company in town here. I was their interior designer. And when the recession hit, I got laid off. So I've been out of work for about a year. And it's just been rough. It's been rough on our family, not having the income. And then also, I've had a hard time just being home all the time. I looked for jobs and I can't find a steady job that will employ me the way I did at my other job. So I've just been at home, and that's just been a large source of our contention in the house.
It's been hard for you to adjust from working full-time to being at home.
Yeah, it definitely has. I was the breadwinner, and so this has hit our house pretty hard, and it's definitely changed our relationship. So it's been difficult adjusting to me not working and not having a purpose and feeling productive every day. And I'm not the housewife type, so I'm not happy at home, and I'm not earning money, and I can't find my place in life right now. So it's been making me a little depressed, and I take it out, admittedly, I take it out on my kids and my husband, and it's just been a tough year.
So in what ways do you feel like you're taking it out on your husband and your children?
Well, my husband recently got a new job at a casino, and he loves his job, and he's happy there, and he's meeting new people at work and coming home with funny stories and all this great stuff. Meanwhile, I'm at home sitting by myself all day long, and the kids are at school, and they're having a great time at school, and it seems like everything's going so great for everybody else but me, and I cannot figure out how to turn it around. I can't get a job. I don't feel connected to them anymore.
Okay, so do I sense that you feel a little bit jealous of your husband's success at his new job, and that's driving a wedge between the two of you?
I guess when you put it that way, I guess it could be jealousy, yeah. I guess it is jealousy, and it's also just longing for that same experience. And because he's getting it and I'm not, we're not meeting, I don't know, our relationship is just changing. And the financial stress, too, has really affected our relationship.
So the individual stress of you being out of work and the family stress of finances is a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And I don't know, I feel myself, I've never been depressed before, and I feel depressed, and I feel sad, and I feel mad, and I feel like I just want to be alone, and when the kids come home, I'm irritated, and I'm agitated, and then my husband comes home, and I'm mean to him, and I don't know.
So what are your evenings like when everybody gets home and you have these feelings of irritation and agitation?
Well, my kids come home and they need help with their homework, and sometimes I can't keep up with their homework anymore, and I get agitated, and then my husband comes home and wants to talk about his day, and I don't really want to hear about it. And all day long, I'm lonely and I'm bored, and all I want is to have people around me, and then when the people that should love me the most, that I should love the most, come home, I get mad at them. And I'm pushing them away, and I know I'm doing it, I just don't know how to stop it. So anyway, yeah, they come home and there's just, my husband and my kids get along great, and that's fine, so I feel like I'm kind of on the outside.
And how many kids do you have?
Just two boys.
So your sons and your husband, what things have you tried to improve your relationship with them since your job loss?
Well, the boys used to play soccer, and since I lost my job, we just can't afford to keep up with the clubs and the uniforms and everything else. So they had to get out of soccer, and I'm sure they feel resentful towards me because of that, because they are aware of our situation. So we tried going to the park and taking them out to play soccer, and I mean, it's not on their team, it's not with their friends, so it's not the same. So they don't want to do it. They want to stay home and play video games with their dad. I don't know. I guess not a lot, because like I said, these days I just feel like being alone. I just feel like not going anywhere, not getting ready, not doing the things we used to do.
It sounds like you tried to change your routine with the kids, but they didn't really respond well.
No, they didn't.
As well as you would hope.
Yeah.
It's hard for children too.
Yeah.
To go through a change in their family.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I definitely know that they're feeling all this, and my oldest son, he's 11. He asked me if they were getting divorced, and I really didn't know how to respond to him.
Yeah, that's a tough question.
Because I can tell that it's something that both of us are thinking about. So,
Expand on that. Why do you think that it's something you're both thinking about?
I mean, we haven't had a conversation about it directly, but we both tiptoe around it. We both know that it's not the same as it used to be, and that maybe we're not as happy as we were when we first met, and I don't know if that just has to do with the job, or if it has to do with us getting older, and I don't know. I know that we can both feel it, though, that something's missing. And I don't, like I said, I don't even know what I want. Maybe that is something I need to do. I'm not happy. I resent him when he comes home. I feel like the relationship with my kids has changed. Maybe I need to get out. I don't know what's going to change this. I just feel like I'm in a downward spiral, and no one understands what I'm going through. And I feel like I'm on the outside of the whole family unit.
Sounds like you feel pretty alone.
Yeah.
How were things about a year or so ago before you lost your job?
They were better. I really loved my job, and I was successful at it. And like I said, I was a breadwinner, so we had more income to do more things. The boys were involved in more activities. My husband was less stressed out. He wasn't worrying about every dollar I spent. I had my own money to do whatever I wanted, and I saw my friends more. Lately, I've been kind of embarrassed that I can't do the things they do. I can't go shopping with them and do lunch with them. The money's just not there. So I haven't been seeing my friends, which is tough for me. And so yeah, we used to go out. We used to have a couple friends that we'd hang out with. We don't really see them anymore. Our boys were more active. It was just different.
So your social life has changed a lot.
Yeah.
What about your one-on-one relationship with your husband?
Now or before?
How was it before?
It was okay. Since we got married, we've always been friends more than anything, and the romantic stuff came along with it, but we've always had at least that core friendship. And since I lost my job, and I take responsibility for how I've been acting, but he doesn't make it easier. And I just feel like I've lost a friend. I feel like I don't have his support on any level anymore. So that's another reason I know that it's just different now. I don't feel like I have a friend in him. I don't feel like I have friends outside of. I've lost my whole reason to even be here. I don't work. I don't contribute to the family. My boys don't. I don't know. I friends. My husband's mad at me. We don't have our friendship. Feel really hopeless.
You sound very disconnected from all the support that you used to have.
It's been tough.
Your job was clearly a very big part of your identity.
It was. I was raised to be a hard worker and have a good, strong work ethic, and I don't know what happened. I don't know why they'd let me go.